Hey guys, it's Keisha from succeedingwithyou.com. Okay, so I just want to do this quick video because I've been in this group on Facebook called Living Well, Spending Less. And it's an awesome group. It's where you can get tips and advice about, how to live a more frugal life, not really having to give up a lot of your lifestyle. And it also allows you to, get to know other people who have the same goals as you want, paying down debt, um, frugal living, all these different types of things. And mainly the biggest buzz that's been going around in the group is working from home. How do you find an actual work from home opportunity? So today's video is just going to be about working from home companies, the different types of opportunities you have, and then how to get started with each one of those. Okay. So the first one is, so you have three different choices when it comes down to working from home. I've been paying attention to a lot of people who say they want to work from home. Here are your choices. And I'm going to dig deep into each one of them. The first one, you can start a home-based business where you market someone else's product. Okay, that usually means it usually has an investment. It's not a cost. It's an investment. An investment meaning you're going to put a dollar amount out and get something back. Whereas a cost is you're going to spend money and you're not going to get anything back. Okay, so it will require some type of investment. Also in time investment. The second one is you can be an independent contractor for companies who offer that position. Sometimes this still has an investment because you have to pay for your own supplies and training because you're not an employee. Whereas employers or people who are employees, you you don't have to pay for that. With being an independent contractor, you have your 1099. You receive 1099 as far as taxes go, not a W-2. And then your last one is you can get a job as an employee working for a company that offers it and work based on what they want. That's really it. So let's go back a little bit into the usual one people want. They want an actual job as an employee working for a company that offers that, and they want to work based on what the company wants. So where I started was I had to see exactly what I wanted to do. Why did I want to work from home? What was my, and what was I willing to do? I've been in sales since I was 18. So I've always been in the sales industry, but I didn't really want to be in sales per se. I wanted to be in some type of service industry, some type of or technical field. So, the first thing was I went to look for a company that offered a job. I've never been one to have someone say to me, never been one to like someone telling me when I gotta work, where I gotta be, that kind of thing. It just isn't for me. But if that's you, you can choose a company like Home Shopping Network, Amazon, Staples, 1-800-Flowers. There's all these different types of companies you can choose to work for. Even Cox has work from home companies, work from home positions sometimes. You can find those companies. All right. The pro is you have a set hourly wage, so you know exactly how much time you're going to need to put in to make a certain amount of money. You do not have to pay for any training out of your pocket. Okay. And that's pretty much it. The con, once again, you have someone dictating your time, how much you make. And you have taxes taken out. That's what it is. Okay. So you can get a job doing that. The next one is you can become an independent contractor for companies who offer that position. So people who are like insurance agents, they sometimes are independent contractors. But what I did was I was okay with doing that. I was okay with being an independent contractor. When you are an independent contractor, it usually requires some type of investment because the company does not have a traditional payroll. They don't take taxes out of your check. it works out a little bit better for that specific company. So what I did was I found a couple companies that I like doing that. Why? Because as an independent contractor, I decide I want to work this many hours a week, and I want to get paid. I mean, I need to make about this much amount of money. No problem. I did that. So the two companies that I chose to go with was Great Virtual Works and Arise Viral Solutions. Both of those companies have their own requirements. The biggest thing with being an independent contractor is you have to look for whether or not they offer that type of work with a person or with if they do business to business. If they do it with a person, that means you yourself, excuse me, so me, Lakeisha Fisher, I can work for company XYZ as an independent contractor. Bam, I can do that. But there are some companies like Arise and Great Virtual Works who require you to have an actual business. So my business is SWI International LLC, working with Arise Viral Solutions or Great Virtual Works. They're a business to business setup. Okay, that required an investment. That required me to form an LLC, which was really I mean, it depends on you what you consider expensive. It was really inexpensive because of what I was going to get out of it, time freedom and things like that. So my LLC, I had to pay for my background check, and then I had to pay for my training. But guess what? I have the choice to work with whatever company I want to work with. With Arise, I can choose from Fortune 500 companies like Disney, AT&T, Comcast, Orkin, Carnival Cruise, all these different things, all these different companies I get to choose. Each one of them has a set amount of money that I can make. They have a certain amount of hours that I can work around. So they give me a window, and then I get to choose the flexibility. They have a minimum amount of hours that I have to meet. So right now I chose to work with Disney. Disney will be starting at the end of July. And what that means is that I'm going to go through my training, which, like I said, I had to pay for. I'm going to go through my training, and then I'm going to start taking calls for Disney. There you go. $9 to $10 an hour, whatever. It's what I wanted to do. I was fine making becoming an independent contractor with them. It was not a big deal. And mainly because when the fall comes up, my husband and I, we want to homeschool our son Gabriel. We want him to be homeschooled. So that means that now what I can do is I can work my minimum amount of hours throughout the week based around the schedule that I have set for my son. Why is there a certain price? I can't put a price on that. If I have a program, if he was even in school, if I had a program that he wanted to, that he was taking part of, and I wanted to be there, I could do that, scheduling my time. I use this little thing right here, this little schedule, and then I also use, like a Google Calendar. I use this thing right here, which allows me it has starting at 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. I can schedule my entire day. Bam. There it is. Okay. So the con of being an independent contractor is sometimes you're required to start your own business, actual LLC, which may require a startup cost. A startup investment. So an average between $300 and $400 if you have to pay for your own background check and LLC and things like that. It depends on your state for the LLC. You have to look into that yourself. And then lastly, you have the opportunity to start a home-based business where you can market someone else's product. That means that you can go with one of these companies, a actual business opportunity. Some of you may know them as multi-level marketing. Once again, there is not a bad thing about multi-level marketing. I also have that. And I do that because that's something that I want to do full-time, but I still got to make sure my family's taken care of. So I do that full-time. I do that as well. I can schedule my time to work when I want. Okay. The company I work with as far as a home-based business is called DS Domination. It requires no inventory, no recruiting, no selling to other people. Stupid simple. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to each one of these websites. And then I'm going to give you a website called ratracerebellion.com. This is where, and you want to make sure that you go through this specific link, mainly because this is where you're going to be able to see each company that offers the type of work you're looking for and for how much, what the average month, what the average pay is, and whether or not you want to go through it. Okay, go through, pick it like you're picking berries, and call it a day. It is what it is. Okay, so that's just a video of how I got started. If you have any questions, do not be scared or do not hesitate to contact me. Connect with me on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm all there. So that's just my video for the day. You guys, let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.